Good morning, team. See, I think that'll work. I think that'll be good. Let me know if you can see me. Weird noise over there. Hopefully not a mouse. Usual setup, team, so you have your bar or something to roll out your feet. Okay, perfect. And then your something to stretch your back, and then your mat. And we're good to go. You're gonna go right foot first today. Mix it up. As we roll over that right foot, again, making the conscious effort to pay attention. There's different spots in the feet that might need some more attention. So even though I'm saying one part of the foot, move into the space that's the most productive for you while you have the time. And then come to the outside rim of that foot. Sometimes I wish I could see what the future holds. And inside rim. We don't have to say goodnight the moment. Oh, I knew right then I was falling. And then dig into the heel. Crunch, crunch, crunch. And then the arch. And all of the foot. Pinky toes and the big toe. Beginning, my middle, my end. And then the full foot. Now go ahead and set that right foot on the floor. As you set the right foot on the floor, compare it to the left. The right foot should melt into the floor just a little more easily. And then we go out to that left foot. Doing the same thing you did on that right foot, trying to assess if there's a spot that you need a little bit more attention. And then outside rim. And inside rim. Dig into that heel. I know, when I like shoved them that way, and then 3 of them rolled. There's like weights that rolled under the car, and then the arch. But I did it. I feel like my camera is farther back, so you get to see a little bit more, and it's harder to read. But I didn't know until it like actually clicked on. You get a wide view today, and then ball of the foot. I promise, we'll only stay here. Although the lightweight with like an arm circle right here, we should totally do that, but not today. And then full foot. Good eye, good eye. Well, then you'll just get lots of close-ups. Remember, that's just how we used to do it. And not only was it on my laptop, but remember, it was before Lisa taught me how to enlarge it. And so it was like the tiniest print. And then go ahead and set that left foot down next to the right so your feet should melt into the floor. We're going to roll out our quads for a second, team. So as you come into that position, you could, if you don't have a bar or a rolling pin, remember that whole conversation, You could lay over a foam roller or a basketball, anything that kind of dig in to that quadricep. And then you start to roll over the main portion, the center portion, will have the toes centered and turned out and then turned in. Yeah. You have to make the body, my face, you have to make the body let go of that quad. It's going to start trying to stay gripped, and we're trying to release and let that go. And then turn the toes out. Holy smokes. And then inside room, turn your toes in.
I don't feel a single thing. Have the pills done too much? Haven't caught up with my friends and now we're out of touch. I've been driving in a lane, and the world feels too big, like a floating ball that's bound to break. And my psyche like a twig.
Lots of speed bumps.
See if you feel the same as me. Do you ever get a little bit tired of life, like you're not really happy, but you don't wanna die, like you
and switch legs. All right. Your turn, lefty. Starting again with the toes straight up. The body's going to try and grip there. Release, let that go.
A little bit tired of sinking, there's water in my bones.
Turn your toes out. The hot spots are going to be right above the knee and right under the hip. So you want to spend some time kind of kneading that out.
The prescription's on its way, with a name I can't pronounce, and the dose I gotta take. Boy, I wish that I could drown, 'cause I just wanna see.
Ben came to me last night and he's like, Mom, I want to buy the rights. He has found this group in Chicago, this college in Chicago, where they write their own musicals. They're edgy, some of them a little raunchy. And like they did a Latin spoof, like a more ironic version, and then turn the toes in. And he loves their plays. He's like obsessed with them right now. And he found out that they sell the rights so that he can perform it. And so he contacted, so he's putting a group of friends together and they want to buy the rights to the play, find a place to perform it, and put on their own show. I'm like, I love that. That's so how I was at his age. And I'm like, buddy, are you going to do that right now? Like with these other plays that are happening at the same time? You are your mother's son, I suppose. But if it happens, we're all going to have to meet. I think he wants to do the Oregon Trail. I think it's called the Oregon Trail. All right, team. Go and take that ball out of play. Keep. And then you're going to keep your right foot tucked in. Your left leg is out to the side. My body was too. Yeah. Well, he's reached that right arm across. He's choreographing Matilda at school. And then I guess he has April and May to work on it if he wants. And then he starts that paid gig. So that has to be your most serious project. And then rotate. And he's like, we're gonna have to rewrite a few lines. Yeah, that's for sure. Well, what's cute is I was like, well, how much as an investor? Take that left foot, bring it over. I'm like, what's your budget? Like, what do you think it's going to cost? And left hip down. And remember, I wasn't much older than him. Take that right arm, reach across. When I was knocking on doors saying, like, I need to rent your space, I'm going to start teaching exercise classes, and I need a space to do it. And I literally, like, bought insurance and a microphone and just knocked on any door that would let me potentially teach there. I got someone to watch, like, babysit in the lobby. So you don't want to squelch that passion. But I was like, I was my own investor. Take your right hand, grab onto that left foot, press up. So if you're going to involve a different investor, you need to know it that right down, because it's I think $175 to buy the rights to the play, which it isn't bad. But I'm like, that's like just scratching the surface. Where are you going to put this on? It might be right here in our garage. And then take that left foot, put it on top of the right. Remember, that might not feel good for all of us, so you can decide that can be in front. Remember, our prompt goes, whatever feels right. And then from there, lean forward. I know, and it's so my dad. It's so my dad. Oh my gosh. Not the plays. Oh, Kendall. Yay. Yes, you are amazing, friend. Thank you, Kendall. Thank you for, I mean, you're always amazing. I miss you so much. They did, and I was super excited to get your text too. And then I'm just behind. I'm just running a little bit behind. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, push into your hands. You're going to sit on your left hand. Take that right hand, gently pull so that that right ear is coming closer to the shoulder, and lean to the right. I'm so glad you popped on here, Kendall. Thinking about you.
Put more reservations out of service.
Big breath in. As you exhale, go ahead and lift your head back to neutral. Take the left arm across. Yes, it's hard when things fall in the middle of real life, right? You're like, there's still all the life stuff happening. Oh, okay. I'm gonna start. So that's 2 months. With 2 months, you can pull rapid if you want to. Our music got a little angry. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, unwrap and reach over to the left. Inhale. As you exhale, come up. Keep your left leg tucked. Take the right leg out. Lift up nice and tall. So as you come up, you want to think we are so often forward flexed here. Lift your body first, and then lift over the top so you're stretching those obliques, trying to take that left hip down. Introduce me to your family. Big breath in. With each exhale, our goal is to let the weight of our body drop just a little closer to that thigh. And then making plans to travel around the world. Said we always put each other first. Old love songs we used to play to find me now. And lift up. Take that leg, cross it over. Lisa's nervous. She's like, I'm not going to get to do my full favorite today. Don't worry. It's coming. It's coming. Press this right hip down. Same thing, your body's going to want to shrink. Lift up tall.
All the hours spent giving advice on how to write your song. All you did was prove me wrong. When you said you loved me, well, you must have had
Big breath in. As you exhale, lay that leg on top. Again, you can have it in front. You pick, lean in.
I could say I'm sorry, but I'm right.
Big breath.
Don't deserve the one thing that you love.
As you exhale, push back into the hands. Sit on that right hand. Left hand gently pulls the head towards the left. Move your gaze around and find where you're tight and you're there. See if you can lean a little bit bigger to the left. Inhale. Exhale, bring your head back to neutral. Left arm comes across the body. You can stay or full wrap. Big deep breath in.
All the hours spent giving
As you exhale, unwrap and lean over to the right.
You loved me when you didn't have your fingers crossed.
Big deep breath in.
Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in your
As you exhale, push into your hands now for our back stretch. You're going to unwrap the legs. You're going to move closer to you so we can actually stretch that. And then once you lay on your back, we're going to establish your back gap first. So you reach behind your body from the tailbone to the next point of contact. See the length and the height of that gap. Then bend to the knees, lift your bottom, place your hips back down over the ball and open up the legs.
Oh, what you do to me. Oh,
What you do to me. Inhale.
oh,
As you exhale, release the weight of the quads. Let them fall just a little bit closer to the ground.
what you do to me.
And then heel toe your
Hey there,
feet
Delilah, no time to get my heart, but just
so that they're out and the knees drop
I'll
in.
pay the bills with this guitar, will have it good.
Same thing where you can press the left knee down, stretch that hip flexor. Then you can take the right knee down and center.
Hey there, Delilah, I've got so much left to say. If every simple song I wrote to you would take your breath away, I'd write it all.
Inhale.
Even more than love with me, you
As you exhale, heel toe your feet to neutral. Bend the knees, let the knees fall in.
What you do to me.
And then out.
Oh,
What you do to me.
oh, what you do to me. Oh, what you do to me.
Inhale.
1,000 miles in
As you exhale, close the legs, straighten the legs, flex your feet, and open.
Our friends would all make fun of us, and we'll just laugh along because we know
Big
that
breath.
none of them felt this way. I can promise you that by the
Close the
time
legs,
we
bend the
do,
knees, and
we'll
open.
never ever be the same.
Even though we're working on that lumbar spine, while you're in this, pay attention to the rest of the body. If the neck's tight, if the shoulders are tight, give it some attention. Give it permission to release and let go. Close your legs, straighten your legs, flex your feet,
You know it's all
and open.
We can do whatever we want to. Hey there,
Inhale.
to you. This one's for you.
Exhale, close your legs, bend your knees, open.
Oh, it's what you do to me. Oh, it's what you do.
Inhale,
Oh,
exhale,
what
close
you
the
do to
leg,
me.
straighten the legs, flex the feet, and open.
What you do to me. What you do to me. Oh,
And close the legs, bend the knees, and open. Last time. Close the legs, straighten the legs, stay here. Flex and point your feet. Exaggerate that flexion. And then alternate. Circle.
Well, you done me, you bet I felt it. I tried to beat you, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks. Now I'm trying to get back.
And then open the legs, press out.
I'll be giving it my best. This and nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I'm reckoning to get my turn.
And pull out.
Some more, learn some, but I won't pay. It's all take, no more, no more.
And close your legs, bend your knees. Set one foot down at a time, lift your hips, close the ball, set it down. Tuck the knees in, reach the arms up and open, drop to the right. Right hand presses the left, look over that left shoulder.
Open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and damn, you're free. I look into your heart and you'll find love.
Exhale, straighten that top leg.
Come on, people dance and sing. We're just one big family, and it's our God forsaken right to be loved, love, 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 love.
Close your legs, bring the knees to the other side. Left hand, right thigh, right arm out to the side.
Cannot wait. I'm sure there's no need to call
Straighten that top leg.
Is sure this is our fate. I'm yours.
And bring your legs back to neutral. Rock front to back. And then lengthen the legs back out. Feel the after of that back stretch. So your back should melt into the floor. Then after that rotation, move it a little bit more side to side. And then from there, take your left foot onto the right knee. Pull it up. So as you pull the right knee and press the left knee out, get into that hip. Set your left foot down on the floor. Right arm comes through and hook it. And then goal pose your left arm. Look over that left shoulder. Inhale.
No more. It cannot.
Exhale. Come back to center. Switch. Pull that left knee in. Press the right knee out. Big breath. Set your right foot down. Hook it with your left hand. Goal post your right side. Inhale. And then come back to center. Once you come back to center, go ahead and roll yourselves up. Put the ball right at that sternum, so like where the shoulder blades come together, and then way back down. Open up. Big breath. As you exhale, wrap the arms, right arm on top. Unwrap.
I ain't got too much time to stay, but I'm time for you to.
And then left arm on top.
You can be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast, you be the backlash.
unwrap.
Somebody's laughing love. Or you can start speaking.
Big circle. Right arm on top. Unwrap. Big circle. Last time, team. Take that left arm on top. Unwrap. And circle. Now from here, roll yourselves up, reach towards your feet. Oh, yes. Big breath in. As you exhale, pick up your left foot. Lean forward. And come back down. Pick up your right foot. Lean forward. Ay, ay, ay. Big breath. As you exhale, set your right foot down, bend your knees, one last stretch in this position, and then we finish with our Chalisa. Bring that right arm so you're laying on your side. Bring your right arm straight out. Now what you want to watch is that you're 90 degrees and you're 90 degrees, but we're also not leaning back here. So you want to make sure that you're also making another 90 degree parallel here. Now, bend that bottom arm and then press. Inhale. Exhale, release. And press. Big breath in. And then exhale, bring it up to neutral. Flip over to the other side. Stack yourself in the same way. So you have 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, and then press. So if when I press this, my shoulder pops up, and don't go that low. We want to keep this shoulder anchored. It should be touching the floor, and you press against that. Release it. Breathe, and one more time.
How was I to know? It's a crazy thing. I showed you my hand, and you still let me win.
Inhale.
Who was I to say?
Exhale, release that.
This was
Rotate
meant
over onto your hands and knees.
to roll
Dig your
that
toes into the floor. Press up into that inverted knee down dog. Lift your tailbone. Right leg comes up.
You could fall for 1,000 kings.
Pull into that pigeon pose. Same thing, so you get to
Give you a
choose.
dime
Yeah, mine too.
when I
And with mine, because my shoulder surgery arm, it's gonna be a little bit different just because. But then also options, you can come down, friends. You could reach back, grab that left foot.
If you hadn't guessed,
But also it being tighter was probably what caused the tear anyway.
But you called my bluff and saw through all my
Release your left foot, push up into your hands, come upright, and then pop up onto that right foot. Lift up, turn your left toes out, reach forward, right arm comes down.
You think that what makes a king is gold, a palace and diamond rings. When I
Straighten that right leg.
You see the best in me, the Joker.
Soften that right knee, lift up, reach back. Spiral down, square up that left foot. Let that left hip drop towards the floor. And both feet down, drop into a little hover press through. Inverted V, down dog. Float left.
I would give you a diamond ring.
Pull the left leg all the way through into pigeon.
You saw the
You can stay upright.
the Joker.
3 years. Yeah, it'll be 3 years this year. Reach back. COVID, that's what I blame for the confusion. Big breath in. As you exhale, release that foot. Push into your hands and then pop up onto your left foot. Lift up nice and tall. Turn your right toes out, lean in. Left hand comes down.
On the day that I met you, it all turned around.
Straighten that left
You
leg.
said close your eyes, don't look down. Fall into me,
Soften that left knee. Lift up, reach back.
like nobody's watching.
So you're drawing the knee forward and the hand back.
Repeating my head, playing over and
And
over
spiral down.
on your voice.
Square up that right foot with that hip drop.
That's what you wanted. I give you my life. From now till forever.
And step back. Low hover, press through. Let the weight of your hips hang. Hold the head, neck, and shoulders up and back.
There's no sun in my sky.
And down dog, inverted V.
Monsters. No one inside.
Walk your hands back. Dangle the arms. Whatever stress you can let go of, whether that's physical, mental, emotional, release what you don't need to carry. And then slowly go all the way up. Squeeze your bottom, pull your belly button in, roll those shoulders back and down. Big deep breath in, arms up. And exhale one more time. Big deep breath in, arms up. And exhale, half descending team. Yes. Yes, I think it's funny that I was constantly trying to disguise it. But yes, there were multiple times like that where people did not know what was going on under all my ways of hiding things. But the baby was the best one. And because I wished it was a baby, I was like, oh, no, baby would be way more fun than this surgery. Oh, thanks, Lisa. I know it. I get to go to Princess Bride with my mama. So there's that. I need to look up how long that movie is. I feel like movies back then were a little bit shorter. So I'm trying to figure out when I can take. Oh, yay. Get Ben back home. Yes. All that driving, Lisa, I bet. Thanks, Lise. It's just fun to get time together. I know in that venue, it's still a little bit like, and the orchestra, they're doing such a good job at making people feel like they're still checking Vax card. Like they're doing such a good job with reentry. Huh. So good, Chels. Aw, thanks, GA. You are the best team. I'm just realizing how dusty my laptop's getting, probably from all its garage time. I need to go get some canned air. But I hope that you can at least, even if you're still a little bit tight or still, oh, thank you. Perfect. That's why I was hoping it was a little shorter, because then, not because I don't want it to be longer, but I was trying to figure out reservations, and that makes it easier. So, but sometimes when we still we stretch and we still feel tight, just think that any little steps forward is still so good for the body. So even if something is not feeling like you have fixed it, it's still so valuable. So thank you for continuing to show up, and one step forward, sometimes a half step back, but it's always that end game is always to just pick ourselves up and keep moving in the forward direction, forward motion as much as possible. So I love you, team. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow.